Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is James, and so today I'm going to be doing just basically a test run of this OS Max AX2. This is a glow engine, and as I mentioned in the previous video, you can look up my video. It's called I think it's called like a plane crash story, or RC plane crash story. I go over the sort of like the background of this engine. This engine was basically in a crash and it suffered some damage. Not too bad, but I want to give it I do want to do a test run on it, so I'm going to go ahead and set it up onto my test stand, and I want to get this thing going before I start my next build, because this is going to be the engine that I use on that. All right, so let me pull everything out of this box and get the engine out. These are the old instructions. This is the Pitts muffler, the Bison muffler, the Bison brand muffler. This is a Pitts muffler I'm going to try to use. I'm going to try to do a side mount on my next build. This is the new carburetor that I had to purchase, and this is the old one. So yeah, so basically what happened during the crash that I had is the needle valve assembly just basically got ripped out of here, and so I went and I just purchased a new carburetor. That's that. Pull the stuff out here. This is the original muffler. Get this out of the way. And here she is. All right. And I think I have some screws in here. Here's some more instructions. Oops. All right, here's some. All right, so as mentioned, this is an OS Max 46 AX2. So it's a really nice engine, very powerful, very nice quality engine. I love OS engines. And this is the new carburetor I purchased for it. Let's pull this open here. All right, so here's a couple little screws and then the O-ring for the carburetor assembly. And then here it is here. So here's the new dude. Looks nice. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mount the engine on my test stand. And I'm going to use this side here. Get this out of the way. All right. All right, so this test stand can be a little tricky, because what happens is these kind of the braces, or whatever you want to call them, can kind of rock a little bit on the engine mount. So you got to make sure they're nice and straight. So go around it here and just tighten it up. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so for this I'm just going to go ahead and use the the stock muffler. Just drop my screw here. Let's put these guys in here. Here we go. All right, so now let's go ahead and get our new carburetor ready to go here. So let me pull out the little. I was actually very surprised that this engine that the carburetor, I guess it just pulled off the needle valve, but really surprised I didn't get more damage in that crash that I had. Let's put this on here. There we go, like that. I think these are Phillips. Let me get a Phillips screwdriver. Luckily my screwdriver is magnetized, turn this over here. That may go off camera a little bit, but put this in here. Okay, good. Now I don't want to make it too tight. I just want to go ahead and there. All right, good. Okay, so I don't have a whole big long length of the silicone tubing, so I'm just going to go ahead and splice a few pieces together here. So this is going to come off the carburetor, and then I need a little piece. Let me see here. A little bag of pieces here. Do this one. And the carburetor is going to be coming off of this side. Kind of far away. That's okay though. And then I need a length that goes over here to the muffler. Let's see here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to reach. Looks like I can reach it. Just barely. Okay. That'll work. Kind of, you know what? Let me try to get one more little piece in here. Just to keep it out of the way. All right, that'll work. Okay, cool. All right, so our tank is set up. Now let me set up my control rod here. Okay, so I got my control rod set up, so now it's ready to just turn it like this. That's good to go. Now I got to get my propeller for this. Let me go pick out a propeller. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use this 11.6. Now this prop has already been balanced. I have a little bit of CA filling inside of here, and I took a little bit off the hub. But anyhow, this is an older prop, and it should be good to go. So let me go ahead and get it mounted on the engine here. I think I actually need to get a spinner. Let me grab a spinner out of my box down here. It's kind of an old spinner, but it'll do. Have to get in there, screwdriver. All right. There's that. Okay, let me get my wrench out of here. All right, so now I just have to line up my spinner in the right location before I tighten down the prop nut on there. I think it could probably be right about there. Okay. Of course, I'll have to check it here. I'm going to do that. Then it's got to make sure this fits on here. All right, get this one in. Okay, so this engine's ready to go. I'm going to take it outside and get it started up, hopefully. I'm going to have to do some fine tuning, I think, of the carburetor because it's new. But anyhow, it looks like it's ready to go. Okay, well, here we are ready to go. So I'm going to be using about a 15% nitromethane mix here. Got my starter plugged in, ready to go. I'm going to check the tachometer on this thing. The working range for this engine is about between 2 and 17,000 RPM. I'm not going to get 17,000 out of it. I'm not going to try, but I'm going to check the RPM on it. And let's see, so I got my glow plug ready to go here, and I got my power panel ready. So let's go ahead and start it up, see how it runs. Let's give it a little bit of a prime. I'm opening this up about 2 turns. There. Prime the engine. All right. About there. Okay, well, I had to make a couple adjustments, and one of them was sort of a bonehead thing, and that was that this my carburetor control arm was loose. So that was loose, and so basically I wasn't getting a good connection, and my idle was all over the place, and the engine was behaving obviously really bad. So I tightened that up, so that's fine now. And then the other thing I did is I leaned out the low idle adjustment screw, because obviously this engine is broken in and should be running pretty good. So basically I figured that the carburetor was set at the factory settings, so I just leaned that out a little bit so I get a better pickup on the when I hit the throttle. So let's go ahead and try it out and see how it works now. Okay, so I think this engine's running really well. I'm gonna have to do some adjustments to it. This is a new carburetor, so I do have to do a couple little adjustments, but I think overall it's running great, and it's going to be fine for my next build. So this is really this is good. I guess it survived the crash, which I'm really happy about. I was getting about maybe 10,500 RPMs out of it, and then the idle I'm around 25 to 3,000. So I just got to make a couple adjustments, but overall I think the engine's running really well, and I'm really happy about that. Okay, well, That's it for now. I'm going to go ahead and take this engine off and clean it up and get the grime off it before I start handling it while I'm doing the next kit I'm going to build, which is going to be that Balsa USA Smoothie I have sitting over here. So that'll be coming up in some videos pretty soon. Thanks for watching my channel, and we'll see you next time.